First match of the day is Jorja Johnson and Anna Leigh Waters meeting for the 5th time in their careers. Ooh, nice. The inside-out backhand early, and Waters has not lost a singles match, Thomas, in over 525 days, to be exact.
I can't even count that high.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, the context there is unmatched.
Yeah, and it feels a little bit swirly out here today. I mean, I know we're a little bit higher
0-0.
up than on the court, so maybe it's not affecting the players as much, but I'll be curious to see the accuracy of players, and Anna Leigh just missed a serve, which she doesn't do very often, so we'll see how this works out.
It has been a factor this week, Thomas, to your point there. More so in the mornings. It seemed to taper off a bit in the afternoon. What a get from Waters. Jorja Johnson commands the kitchen early, and Jorja has gotten a game off of Anna Leigh Waters in her career. It was at this venue 2 years ago in 2023. And after this point, we'd love to dive into where Jorja's strengths could be, should be in this matchup if she can perform at a consistent level.
2 missed serves total here. I was talking to some of the ladies earlier, and the consensus was when Jorja plays singles, they don't want to play Jorja in singles. She doesn't play every tournament, but when she does, she's obviously dangerous, as we're seeing here with an unbelievable down-the-line backhand.
And a big part of that confidence, in my opinion, Thomas, has been the Major League Pickleball Dreambreaker boost Jorja has gotten in recent history with the Dallas Flash. She seems to be the spark plug in their singles lineup.
Yeah, I think that's driven her to play more singles than she did previously, because it's just fun, when you're winning and doing well, have that boost of confidence that you're getting from MLP, which is an incredible format. It's just fun to see Jorja out here today.
Another missed serve for Waters. She has been mixing in some pace variation in that category.
Yeah, I think that's something to watch too with Jorja, is she mixes up her serve well. Most players don't do that, which is interesting, because, I mean, whether it's a hard serve, soft serve, just giving a different pace, I think, is really valuable that enough players do not do.
Oh, what a scramble on both sides. And when Jorja gets to the kitchen first on her terms, it seems to be fruitful.
Yeah, she covers the court so well. It's her anticipation is unbelievable, but I think that's going to test Anna Leigh Waters. Is she's going to have to really be on with her passing shots, but in the swirly wind, I think it favors Jorja today.
Side out.
And when I say favors Jorja, I don't mean who's going to win the match.
Yes.
I mean the win factor.
Yep.
Anna Leigh hasn't lost in 525 days, so I'm not saying Jorja for sure will upset Anna Leigh Waters.
It was in Rockwell, Texas, under the lights at 11 p.m. Dim lights, I should say. Just a bit wide for Waters. Slower start than we're used to seeing for Anna Leigh. Wearing that knee brace, too. She is just overworked at the moment. Nothing major, just a precautionary measure.
Right.
Chatted with her physio a little bit ahead of this match.
Yeah,
just wide.
I was talking to Leigh Waters yesterday, and she kind of alluded to Anna Leigh's just a little gassed, as a lot of players are. I mean, we're at the end of the season. It's been a heavy schedule. And it's a lot, to stay sharp and to stay focused week in and week out, which is just even more speaks to how unbelievable Anna Leigh's run is here in singles.
Yeah, the compounding workload too, Thomas. Great shot there from Jorja Johnson, but you got to think, triple crowning on a regular basis, coming to tournaments on Mondays, playing all the way through Sunday. You can't travel out, so you're there a week on end. We just came from Vegas here to Dallas, both she and Ben Johns. Wow, what a return. Took a little off of it, angled it off the court.
Yeah, and to me, the most impressive part about Anna Leigh's game, obviously her physical attributes and her skill set is incredible, but her mental game and her fight, she doesn't want to lose a point ever. Some players take points off, but Anna Leigh never wants to lose 1 point. She's not going to take 1 point off at all, which is why she's so successful.
Didn't take it easy on JD Martinez last night in singles either. Doesn't care what your
poor guy
resume is.
Yeah, and I think think Jorja Johnson is one of the ladies that strength-wise can hang with Annalie Waters a little bit more,
Yeah.
especially even in doubles. You know, when the Johnsons are playing Ben and AL and mixed, Jorja just has that strength, so she can handle Annalie's ground strokes maybe a little bit better than most.
Point.
A little run here for Waters. Last time they met was
3-4.
see that streak too. 43 straight games Waters has won, in addition to 525 days.
Well, that just lands in. I think the wind pushed that down. Annalie thought it was flying long. And Jorja is tricky too. I mean, she has more angles and a little bit more of an unorthodox playing style than most. She's not a pure tennis player coming into pickleball, which makes it a lot harder to read with her compact strokes. And I'm just taking notes here from Annalie on how to hit a backhand.
I think everybody is. Even Ben John says he's taking notes. Drop volley. Great get from Jorja, but Waters was there in anticipation.
And Jorja's just moving a lot better these days. I know she's taking her fitness just to a next level. You see some of the training she does on Instagram.
4-4.
I mean, she is quick and she's powerful.
Ooh, just wide.
Oh, wow.
How did Jorja get that one off the tape? Sheer point of survival.
Yeah, her hands are just unbelievable. I just remember playing her in mixed a lot.
Yes.
And I didn't hit the ball to Jorja very often.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to think because J.W. Johnson's the other option.
Two terrible options to play against. Viv, please help me. Leaned a lot on Vivian David back in the day.
Don't worry, we'll have mixed doubles and Jorja and J.W. Johnson fifth match on, so you can dive into those nuances.
Yes.
Or nightmares.
A little bit of both.
Ooh, just wide for Waters. Payne
6-4.
in Houston, so she likes playing in Texas. Beautiful coverage again from Jorja Johnson. Is Waters at risk of going down here in game one?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out if it's the swirly wind that's causing a couple errors, or if it's the first match of the day. You know, you have the first match jitters. Everyone deals with it. Maybe Annalie doesn't, but maybe she does.
She says she still gets nervous. I don't quite believe her. But Jorja has come out with a purpose. Even Jorja threw her hands in the air, kind of frustrated after that one too.
Yeah, and I think the wind right now is slightly behind Annalie, and it's just in singles when you're trying to pass, it's hard to get the ball down. A couple of Jorja's balls have landed in that Annalie thought were going out, so I think they're just trying to get the feel here.
Side out.
As Annalie pumps herself up, when you start hearing that, you're in trouble. And I think back to the nerves thing. Every player deals with nerves, but it's what do you do with the nerves?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you let it crumble you and not move your feet, or do you turn that into fight and use that for a good thing? And I think Annalie is the master at that.
Yeah, I think you're right. And we've seen it go the other way so many times with newer players trying to break onto the scene. And in my opinion, the best at the top are able to do exactly what you just said. Oof, that looked maybe out.
Wow. Oh, just long.
I would love to get another look at Annalie's return on that one.
I know.
I thought maybe a generous line call there, the toughest ball to call.
Point.
There it is. It was out.
Wow.
That was the return.
It could have been 9-4 instead of 8-5. Oh, how did Jorja get that? She's on Annalie's side. Oh my gosh. Jorja is just moving better than I have ever seen her. Annalie Waters with this soft touch. I did not think Jorja had a chance to get that.
Great start for Jorja. Can she protect this 2-point lead is the question.
Point.
Waters just forces the issue here. You feel for Jorja Johnson in full command here, now with the chance to tie it at 8 for Waters. Locked in. Tie game. 8 apiece. It was 8-4 just a minute ago.
I don't know how she does it. She just wins on demand, and I think we all wish we had that skill. But Jorja, the last couple shots, I think she's overhit just a little bit, and the ball's floating. She needs to get under the ball a little bit more and get back to the slower dippers and keeping it out of Annalie's strike zone. And a couple loose airs as well.
9-8. Side out.
Ooh.
Wow. Another just kind of uncharacteristic air from Annalie Waters, just wide.
Jorja almost looked a little hesitant on the call there.
I think she was shocked she missed it.
Yeah. She's like, I think it was out.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Side out.
Annalie, what she's done is she's shortened her strokes.
Yeah.
I think initially, I mean, the wind's behind her. She had a couple loose airs, but the last couple points, you can tell she's just taking a very for larger targets. What a dig by Jorja.
Oh, sends it deep. Waters with game point.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It was 8-5. Now it's 10-8.
Right.
In about 3 minutes, maybe less.
She picks up on you.
Point game. Timeout.
That's tough.
Really great game for Jorja Johnson, but Waters outmasters the 15th ranked Jorja Johnson. We'll be right back. Game 2 coming up next. Now
Game
Waters
2, time
scored
in. 0-0.
of the last points in game 1.
Point.
And it's almost like if you gain leverage on Annalie, get a few points on her, get a lead on her, it's like you poke the bear a little bit. She finds that next level.
But it's like you poke the bear without even poking her intentionally.
Right, exactly.
She just gets tired of it and decides no more. And typically when she decides that, it's over. And I think the side switch here is going to be even tougher for Jorja. Now she's with the wind. Annalie is against the wind. So Annalie's passing shots are going to dip easier to get the balls in. So I think this will be even tougher than game 1.
Point.
Jorja's on it just a little bit late.
But that first dipping backhand from Annalie is what set that up. Got a floaty ball right after that, and then just rips cross-court forehand.
3-0. Point.
Puts so much force behind her ground strokes.
Yeah, now she's just teeing off. I mean, against the wind, she's not going to probably hit the ball
4-0.
long, and she's taking full swings, whereas the first game, when she figured it out, she just took a lot shorter strokes and it just went for bigger targets.
No way. Oh, I was just going to say. She gets that. Jorja, it's got to be frustrating. It's like you hit a winner as good as you could play a point.
And then all of a sudden, Annalie's there.
Right.
Her anticipation.
Yeah.
I think that comes from soccer. I mean, extremely high-level soccer player.
0-4.
Her footwork is outstanding. Yeah, and I think Jorja tends to hit the ball a little bit more flat. Doesn't have the classic tennis strokes that a lot of pickleball players do, especially in singles. With the wind behind you, it's just really tough to keep the ball down unless you're really getting underneath it.
Side out.
But Jorja has been doing a good job of moving forward when she has the opportunity, but just Annalie's keeping the ball so deep, it's pinning Jorja back.
Side out.
And mentally, too, it's tough. I mean, Jorja knows that she had Annalie on the ropes in game 1. You're thinking about that. I mean, you have a 60-second break. You know you kind of gave it away in some sense. And now just, wow, just several airs back to back to back.
5-0. Point.
Yeah, gotta take a timeout here.
Receiver. 6-0.
Points up for grabs. Beautiful.
Great point.
Side up.
I mean, Jorja, I think changing up the pace a little bit would help too, because Annalie's in such a groove right now. If you're just hitting kind of flat into her strike zone, I think maybe throwing a slice, which I typically wouldn't recommend.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of higher shot, just something to try to throw her timing off.
Wow.
It's absurd.
Anticipated it, but it was too heavy and wide. Right back on Waters' side.
I mean, Jorja's trying everything she can. I mean, if Annalie's playing this well, there's not much she can do, but she's moving forward when she has the opportunity. Beautiful passing shot from Jorja there.
Now to convert it for a point.
0-6. Point.
Just long there. I mean, Annalie is teeing off on these ground strokes into the wind.
1-6.
Looks like she's swinging as hard as she can, and she barely missed that by an inch. Oh my
That
gosh.
is ridiculous. My goodness. The angle Waters found way out wide, and the pace variation to get the ball back. It's nuts.
I mean, Jorja's doing a great job of hanging, though, in these extended rallies. I mean, I keep thinking Annalie's hitting a winner,
6-1.
but Jorja's still getting there. I mean, she's fighting, doing anything she can to stay in this.
Yeah, and it's not like Jorja's playing bad
No.
in this game. She's been pretty rock solid, and then Waters.
Just overwhelming pressure.
Yeah.
7-1.
Wow.
Side up.
I mean, easier said than done, but that is the type of passing shot that's going to at least have a chance of working. Some of the passing shots are just a little too flat and high. Jorja did a great job of getting underneath that backhand pass and dipping it below the net.
Side up. Seven one. Side
Wow.
up.
It's a great initial angle from Jorja that opened up the court. When I was just about to say, I think Jorja maybe should try to just hit a deeper turn down the middle and just take her chances and come in, because
1-7.
at least AL will have less angle to work
Yeah.
with.
Great.
I'm not sure if that's still a winning strategy, but
Yeah, I think we're
Nice.
onto something with that. When Jorja was in command in game one, she was getting to the net on her terms.
Right.
These very expensive treatments Thomas is undergoing. Nice serve there from Jorja Johnson.
yeah, and I think
Miss.
Jorja-
Rarely does Waters miss after a timeout, too.
no, exactly. And I think Jorja needs to just go for that serve. I mean, that was a great deep serve that pinned AL back,
3-7.
threw her off, didn't allow her to step into it. Another good one. Two
Point.
great serves in a row from Jorja Johnson. And sometimes it's hard with the wind behind you. You're nervous to fly it long, but sometimes you just have to say, you know what?
Yeah.
I got to go for
4-7.
broke here and just let it ride in the wind, which she's doing the first two. Ooh, another good one. Wow. Oh, I thought she was going to make that.
Yeah, right. Angles and pace variation, I think, is the key here, too, for Jorja Johnson.
Yeah, and all being
5-7.
set up by the serve. So at least Jorja's starting ahead in the rally when she's on the serve.
Takes the net on her terms. And now Jorja flipping the script here in game two, doing to Waters what Waters did to her in game one.
And it might be the same thing. You know, AL took a little bit to get settled on the side with the wind. Same thing with Jorja the first half. She was a little bit
6-7.
off, but now it seems like she's figured it out timing-wise. And she's going for that serve. Wow.
Oh, the most motivated reaction from Leigh Waters. Run it back. Let's take a look.
Wow.
A volley with purpose
7-6.
here. Out of the air, too. Snaps it. Round him up.
She's saying, be you.
Point.
Up 2. Wow. Never seen Leigh Waters so motivated in the round of 16. Or pushed, and that's credit to Jorja.
Yeah, just so entertaining for the crowd, too, to see just a fight from such a dominant #1 player, but she doesn't take any match lightly.
No.
I mean, she's here to win.
Free challenge, timeout, receiver.
Zane Navratil was talking about it
45
yesterday,
seconds.
of the level of competitor internally that Leigh Waters is, having played with her in Major League Pickleball, up there with any professional athlete across the board in any sport, of just the desire and the almost obsession to win everything, every point, every game, every match, every title.
Yeah, and that's what we're seeing. I mean, she has it all. It's not often in any sport you see what Leigh Waters is doing. I mean, she's probably the most dominant athlete in the world in a lot of ways. But to have that mental fortitude with just unbelievably, you know, just her athletic gift is, is insane. And the soccer background with her footwork, her movement, her speed, her strength, it's just, she's the full package, and it's just so fun to watch.
Yeah, it's one thing to want it like that. It's another to be able to execute it at that level, and Waters does just that. Jorja stays alive in the fight.
Jorja's court coverage at the kitchen line when she gets up there has been really impressive today. And Leigh knows she has to hit pretty much a perfect pass, which has caused a couple of errors on the side of Leigh Waters. And another missed return. That's 3 missed returns in this game alone, all caused by Jorja's just deep serves that she's going for.
Side out. 9-7. Point.
Match point for Waters.
$10-7.
Wow.
No time to waste. The world #1 continues the streak. Make it 526 days since her last loss in singles.
That's incredible. I mean, that's such a great fight by Jorja Johnson. She doesn't play a ton of singles, but has improved dramatically. She impressed me today with her court movement. But when you have a dog like Leigh Waters that just will never lose, never wants to lose a point, that was just too much today for pretty much anybody.
Waters moves on to the quarterfinals.
Welcome on into the Proton desk here. Kim Rockwood alongside Matt Manassi. Leigh, down 4-8 in game 1. You rattle off 14 points in a row. Get yourself in a little bit of a hole in game 2, but come back. What is it about Jorja's play that's so tricky? She doesn't play singles often, but she's a tricky player.
Yeah, I mean, her strokes allow the ball to spin in a lot of different ways. So sometimes she might hit like a top spin ball, and then the next shot might be like a side spin slicer that like barely stays off the ground. So it's definitely tricky because you're having to kind of adjust your game as the match is going on. So that's why I kind of felt it was like a roller coaster. Like she'd hit like some amazing shots and I'd be like, oh, but like you got to keep going. And I felt like I did a good job of, even though I maybe missed some, like I think I missed maybe 2 or 3 returns in that second game. I was like, come on, AL, her serve's really good, but you need to be making those.
I was talking to a knowledgeable fan before the match, and they go, I think Jorja can give Leigh trouble. And for me as an analyst, I can overlook things. I can say, Leig's got this. I have total confidence. but because I know that you don't overlook anybody. That you really take every match very seriously. Talk about that mental preparation, whether it's Jorja or the 100th player in the world, of really dialing it in every match.
Yeah, I mean, Jorja's a tough second round. It's definitely, when I saw the draw, I was like, man, that second round's going to be tough. I like to kind of ease my way into the tournament, but she was one that I was like, all right, I'm going to have to really focus. Like you said, I pretty much take every match the same, but you definitely get a little more nervous. Like, I prepare the same for every match, and I do my due diligence on what strategy I'm going to do, but like some matches you're more nervous, especially against better players. So I was more nervous than usual on a second round today before our match.
Some things that help with nerves are obviously the help from your team, your mom. A couple missed returns, game 2, your mom said, just smile.
Yeah.
When she says those types of messages, does that help you calm things down, or it's like, Mom, be quiet, I just got to make returns here?
No, I definitely, she said smile, and then the guy said 6-7, and I did this before I returned, and I like hit a really good return because I was like loose, you know, so it's definitely just, she knows when I need certain things. Like, if I'm playing really well and in the zone, she's not going to tell me to smile, but because I was in a little bit of a rut, she was like trying something to get me out of it, and it definitely helped in that scenario.
I have a follow-up from the 6-7 question. I saw that in one of the last tournaments. It was 6-7. Your mom did the meme.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, that's a pretty viral thing. They go 6-7. How is your mom so hip? And are you teaching her those things on social?
Me. We're like one and the same, so whatever I know, she knows, and vice versa. So I told her about it, and we've all been like doing the 6-7. We now have like 6-8, 6-9. We've like started doing like all different like stuff. So yeah.
You need to start some new trends there. Get your 6-8, 6-9
Yeah,
all
right?
the way. Yeah. Talk about the preparation. I know you said you prepare the same for every match, but it's changed a lot. Going from, you didn't usually have these tough matches, round of 64, 32, 16.
Yeah.
Maybe it was your semis and then the finals.
Yeah.
But how has that changed, and how have you adjusted throughout the years?
Yeah, well, for Jorja specifically, she's so long, and she also has really penetrating ground strokes. So I think that's why whoever told you was probably saying that, because not only if we're baseline can she hang, but like if she comes to the net, it's going to be a lot tougher for me to pass her versus someone who's a little smaller. We were like walking in through the tunnel, and she was like touching the top of the tunnel, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not even close. So I definitely have to use some of my advantages that maybe she doesn't have against her. So it's kind of like figuring that stuff out before the match. Like, okay, maybe I'm going to try to come in more, or maybe I'm going to try to hit more drops than drives because she can reach those, you know. So I think depending on the player, my mom and I will just kind of talk about some pointers that I really want to exploit, and then obviously in the match, my mom's great at being like, this isn't working, or this is working, keep doing it, or whatever.
I want to touch on the celeb event last night. I saw you smiling out there, having a blast. You and Dirk. T.O. made some pretty good lobs.
T.O. is playing well.
How was that experience? I think last night was just such a great, kind of before we get into the meat of the tournament, to have that community feel, that accessible feel that pickleball brings.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially because it's at night. We can have people who work come and support, you know, the tournament, because like right now it's like a Thursday, so not everyone can come out to support the tournament during the day. So it was cool to like see the packed crowd that we'll see on the weekend here on the Wednesday, and all the celebrities were really fun to play with. It was just good to like play pickleball and have fun, because obviously we're having fun here, but it's much more serious. So last night I felt like was a good break from all the seriousness, and just remember why we're all playing pickleball is because we love it. Yep. So
yeah, we loved it. It was a packed house too. But congratulations
Thank
to
you.
Moving on, the #1 player in the world, Leigh Waters. Great job. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Good job.